we need to lock in. Summer is in what? 3 months now? I've let myself go, surely you have. If you're nowhere close to your goals based on 1st of January, you know, your new year, new me, your fitness goals at least, you need to watch this video. I've been in the US, so it's been a lot of food, a lot of not so healthy food. I haven't been to the gym that much because no access, and I've just recently started again. If you follow me on Instagram, you know, because I've been documenting it a little bit for the past week or so. And yesterday we went out twice. I had more food than I anticipated. And I realized that that's not something I shared because I was sort of ashamed. I was ashamed, not sort of. I was ashamed of myself because I'm like, I'm supposed to show the example. And the thing is, I haven't been as strict with myself as I should have because I've done the transformation before, right? I've lost 35 pounds in 6 months and I have clients who are doing it, right? So it feels like since it's been done before and I know I can get there, and I have enough proof to show you guys and enough b-roll so I don't need to use new ones of my body, right? It's okay if I'm not in shape. And that's a very bad way of seeing things because sure, I've been there, sure, I know how to lose fat, but if I'm not able to maintain it, what the fuck am I doing? Because part of it is helping you guys maintain it, and I've maintained it for years. It's literally just very recently I've been very stressed out and I've been in the US. So I've been eating a lot. It's not fun. So I've decided that I'm going to document a little bit more my journey here and be very, very transparent with you guys because it's so easy to be like, this is what you need to do. And you're lazy and not portray the example I want to set. Like, I want to lead by example. I want to show you what it's like. And I don't hate any part of the process. Like for the past week when I was tracking the food and I was making sure I had enough protein and, you know, I was trying to find fun recipes to share with you guys. And then I was working out, I do my fasted cardio because I generally love that, like sprints, I love that. I went back to the gym and it's all fun. Like I like the process. It's just that I'm still fighting with my all or nothing mentality. Like if the process is not perfect, like I did yesterday, I slip up. It's difficult for me to get back on track immediately. That's something I want to be very transparent with you guys. I know I did the bulk and all of that because I wanted to grow my glutes, and I have, and I'm happy about it. Although now I have this weird body type where I'm a small around the waist, maybe not anymore, but I'm a small around the waist usually, but a medium around the, you know, hips and glutes. Therefore, it's harder to find clothes that fit, and it's been really annoying. I've been living in dresses way more recently, obviously, just because of that. Okay, we're gonna need that. I think if I were to lose a bit more fat, especially around the legs, it would be easier to find clothes that fit, especially, you know, jeans and all of that. So back to my original point, even if I did bulk, my legs are chaffing more than before, and that pisses me off. Sorry. That really pisses me off. Like I hate that. And it's not comfortable. I don't want that anymore. It's really frustrating when the process is easy and, you know, I'm leaving the US in 2 weeks and I'm going to be home and I sort of have to find another routine. My whole thought process was like, should I wait till I'm home and so on? But I really want to show you guys what's it going to look like to not have the process perfect and to have to figure it out as I go, and really to not be able to stick to something as precisely. And as I'm a creature of habit, I like when I do the same thing. And here I've been way more nocturnal because my boyfriend is works night shifts. So I've sort of transitioned to that. But I'm a morning person at heart, so that's been a little bit difficult not to have my morning, you know, workouts thing and so on. So I'm gonna have to change that when I get back home, and I will. But I don't want to say I'm gonna start again in 2 weeks when it's, you know, gonna be easier, just because that means that in those 2 weeks I may have the fuck it mentality of I'm not gonna do anything and I'm sort of gonna eat and drink as much as I can. No, that's still not what I want to do. If you feel like you've been in that situation of starting and stopping, maybe being very flexible with yourself and not as disciplined than you would want because it's fine, I'm here to tell you that whatever happened in the past is okay. It's done. But if you don't want to feel bad this summer and hide in big clothes and, you know, just be very self-conscious about your body, it's time to actually do something about it. It's time to stop playing the victim mentality and stop looking for excuses as to, oh, I can't start now because this, because that. Like, no. Honestly, if you really want it, we gotta start now. I hate when people ask me, oh, how can I be more motivated to go to the gym and all of that? I promise you that this version of me hated having to go to the gym because I was a bit self conscious of my body. A bit is an understatement. And seeing myself in the mirror, crying in fitting rooms, because that happened. I wouldn't go. And then once I had to go absolutely for graduation because I needed a dress and I hated the way I looked. I hadn't really looked at my body and just seeing it and seeing, I don't know how many sizes up I was. It was awful. And that sort of locked me in basically. And right now I have all the excuses and I could say, I'm fine. I wear dresses a lot. I fit in all of my clothes. It's just I'm not as comfortable and I can tell like around my waist I have been gaining a little bit more, like I can tell that, and my legs are chaffing and that's really pissing me off. You keep saying that you want it, that you want your dream body, that this time you're going to commit and really get to your goal and work out and eat healthy and sleep better and lower your stress, and you don't do it. Your actions are not matching your words. Why not? It is really time to lock in. You keep starting on Monday every time you have a little, slip on the road. But when are you actually going to commit? When are you going to say, you know what? Fuck myself, like my situation. Whatever happens, happen. Let's move on and let's actually decide, fuck it, I'm going to do it. Regardless, whatever it takes. I know I'm going to learn more discipline and this is a muscle, so we'll start wherever we are right now and we'll just keep on getting better. And I'm also going to be very aware that this requires sacrifices and maybe I'm not going to say yes to as many going out stuff, stay in and sleep so tomorrow I can have my workout. And if we do go out, I'm going to track my food, even if we go to restaurants, because it is possible. Especially in the US, most restaurants now have the calories. It's so much easier. It's going to require work, going to require sacrifice, discipline, and all of that. But I'm confident that I'm going to do it. And actually, no, I might not be able to do it perfectly. And I won't. I'm going to fuck up. You're going to fuck up. We're all going to fuck up on our, journey. Doesn't mean I have to beat myself up for it. Just means I have to learn from my mistakes and make sure I see what to do in the future. So if something like that happens again, I don't slip up that bad or at all. And we both already know what to do in terms of plan. If not, I have this free training that I'm going to link right here. You can watch it. Highly suggest half an hour. You'll have the fat loss process, the reverse dieting phase, so you don't gain the weight back. If you're not fully sure what to do in terms of workout or maybe your macros, just watch this video. We know what to do. It's just a matter of actually doing it. Every time you promise yourself, and I'm guilty of it as well, as I just said, every time you promise yourself, I'm gonna do it, and then you break that promise, you make it easier for you to quit again. Because you're proving yourself that you're someone who quits instead of the other way around, obviously. And therefore, it's just going to be that reinforcement and self-fulfilling prophecy of I'm someone who quits when it gets hard and I'm just not someone who gets to lock in. This is not what we want. We have to ditch that identity. One of my biggest way of actually dealing with that, and I'll show you, first of all, is a reward system. I'm really excited to show you how it works because I'm going to be rewarding the input versus the output. I've seen on social a lot of people who every time they drop a pound, couple pounds, a kilo, they're going to reward themselves with specific food or not food, with a specific gift. And I've decided that I'm going to reward the input, which means that for a week, for example, when I'm in my calorie deficit and when I follow the workout plan, I'm going to get myself something. I'm going to reward the input versus how much, I weigh. And I kind of wanted to be able to not weigh myself at all, but I know I'm going to have to, just because you guys are going to want to see and I don't have my scale right now, so that's another reason why I'm excited to go home, because that way I will be able to weigh myself and show you, oh look, I'm close to my period, so I'm going to have a little bit more water retention, so that's why I weigh more, or see, I've got that weight plateau, like all of that. That's a big reason why I'm going to show you exactly the journey. And with that being said, that means that I'm going to see it day by day. And that's also what you should do. Instead of seeing the whole, I'm going to do this for 5 months. I'm going to do it day by day, one push,
one day I'm supposed to do this and this, and I'm going to focus on that. And then once that's done, okay, moving on to the next day and to the next day. And slowly but surely, I'll do the 3, 4, 5 months that I have to do, right? I'm not going to try to see the full mountain. I have to see it step by step, because otherwise I'm going to be very overwhelmed. And that's obviously not what we want. But I know that right now where we're stuck is I'll start again tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. And that's literally where I'm at right now. It is so easy for us to keep on pushing one more day, one more day, one more day. But what happens if you do that for years? Of just waiting for another day for it to be perfect. We can be stuck for such a long time saying I'll start again, and instead of just stagnated, you might actually get it worse and gain weight as you go. Is that really something you're comfortable with? And is that something you're okay with? To just keep on wasting your potential because you don't really feel like it. Like you want it, sure, but you're not ready to sacrifice and do the things that is going to require you to do to get to your goal. I really don't want to look at myself in the mirror this summer and see that I wasted time, wasted my potential, knowing that I know how to do the thing, and I know I could be looking leaner, I could be looking stronger, I could be feeling more confident, but I just didn't do shit. Is that how you want to feel yourself? Just looking at yourself in the mirror and be like, I could have done it. I didn't. I'm going to have a bad summer, because let's be honest, you are. I hate when people say, oh, you're not going to be happier when you lose the weight. You are. You are. You will be happier when you lose the weight, because you'll be more confident. You will be more likely to be on pictures and to hang out with your friends and go out and go to the beach and all of that, and pool party and all of that, versus staying home, hiding in big clothes, hiding from pictures and saying no to invitation because, oh, what if there's food and I'm going to lose control and all of that. You're not doing shit already. Why saying no? I'm not going to prevent myself from living on my fat loss journey. That is what makes it sustainable. It's just a balance between discipline enough to stick to the plan and balanced enough and flexible enough to still enjoy life. So locking in isn't about being perfect. We're going to make mistakes, but it's about making the decision right now that you are going to commit for the next 3 months, for example, to one plan. Again, watch the training. You'll see one plan. Let's do this. It's not going to be easy. I'm going to learn how to implement it. I'll get better the more I implement it. And I know that I don't want to, in 3 months' time, look at myself in the mirror and see, fuck, I didn't do the things I said I would do. What type of person does that make you? No matter what happened, I'll show up, I'll do my best, and it won't be perfect. I'll make mistakes, but it's okay. I'll learn, and that's literally part of the process. Expecting, and I know I'm saying it and I live it, expecting not to make mistakes and to have the process perfect is what's fucking you up anyways. What's it gonna be? Are you gonna keep on waiting for next Monday, maybe waiting for April or better days to come? Or are you gonna start now because you're fed up with where you are right now, and maybe you actually need to write all the reasons why you're fed up? You might actually do that. So yeah, are you gonna keep on waiting, or are you actually gonna look in? What is it gonna be? You don't need Monday, you don't need the perfect plan, although you have one right here. You just need to start as best as you can. What's the next best step? One workout, one healthy meal, go. You need to decide right here, right now, that you are going to lock in and do what it takes, and that you have what it takes, and that you're going to keep on proving yourself that you have what it takes and you can do that. And this is how you achieve transformation like this.
That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really excited to show you, week by week, especially on Instagram again, the journey, how I'm gonna, navigate any challenges, and just the work I'm gonna do to get to my full potential and do the things I said I would do and prove to myself that I'm, the type of person who does the thing and lead by example, and just how I'm becoming a better woman every day. I'm really grateful for you still watching and tuning in. Please subscribe so you can watch the story, because for the next 3, 4, 5 months, every week, I'm gonna show you exactly the journey and what I've been doing and keep on dropping values. So thank you very much. Bye.